Hello, YouTube. This is for question number 2 on the semester review. How fast does Spotify download music? We are talking about slope. Before we begin about the slope of a line, let's write some quick notes. What is slope? Well, slope refers to the steepness of a line. It is also known as the rate of change. How much something changes per unit of measurement. The slope formula that you will be using is m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, where x1 comma y1 and x2 y2 are points. You're going to subtract and then divide. That's all you have to do for the slope formula. Now going back up. Let's do a little exploration. I know this may be tedious, but please follow along. Janine is getting ready for an upcoming trip and wants to download her Spotify playlist so she can listen offline in the plane. Her playlist of favorite jams has 440 songs on it. Number 1. She begins the download at 10:04. At 10:07, Spotify indicates that she has 305 songs left to download. How many songs were downloaded from 10:04 to 10:07? Well, let's start with this number right here. She starts off with 440 songs that she needs to download. However, at the end of 10:07, Spotify indicates that she has 305 songs left. That means, what is the change from 400 to 305? We know that from 10:04 to 10:07, Spotify downloaded 135 songs. One B. How long did it take to download this number of songs? Well, if it's from 10:04 to 10:07, it's just 3 minutes. And the question becomes, how many songs per minute is Janine's phone downloading from Spotify? Well, we know that the rate of change is 135 songs per 3 minutes. Let me erase that, make sure that's a bit neater. And this is the rate of change. Whenever you read the word per, something per minute, something per second, you're talking about a rate of change. Is the same thing as slope. So the rate of change here will just be 45 songs per minute. All you have to do is divide 135 divided by 3 and you should get 45. So that is our slope. We found the rate of change. Question number 2. The table below gives the time in minutes since starting the download and the number of songs left to download. Complete the rest of the table. Now, please pay very, very careful attention. Initially, at time 0, you have 440 songs left to download. How many do you have left at 1 minute? It might be easy to say 45, but that doesn't quite make sense in the context. It goes from 440 to 45 to 305. The number of downloads must be linear. You can't go down and back up again. So what we need to do is that, well, if it's 45 songs per minute, subtract 45 from 440 and you're left with 395 songs. That's how many left at 1 minute. The next column indicates we're missing the time. Well, how do we get that? We know that at whatever time it is, we are left with 305 songs. What is the change from the 1 minute to the unknown time? It is 90 songs. How many minutes have passed if it takes 45 songs per minute to download? It's actually just 2. So we add 1 plus 2, and we're left with 3. Similarly, we can do for 7 and 9 by, well, we know it takes 45 songs. It takes 1 minute to download 45 songs. If it has taken 7 minutes, we know 7 times 45, which will give you 3 something. Let me make sure. Yep, 315 songs have been downloaded. If 315 songs have been downloaded, 440 minus 315 will give you 125 or 135. Let me fix that somehow. No, it's 125, I believe. Is it? Is it? 315, 440 minus 315. Yep, 125. Now, 9 minutes, you have downloaded 405 songs. So you're left with exactly 35 songs. Skip number 3. You should be able to fill this table out. Number 4. Cairo is also downloading a playlist. The graph shows the relationship between the number of songs left to download and time since the start of download for both Cairo's list and Janine's. Label the line that represents Cairo's playlist and the line that represents Janine's. Well, Janine started off at 440. So that one must be Janine's. So the other one must be Cairo's. Whose playlist is downloading faster? Well, if you look at the steepness of the line, which one goes down faster? Janine's has a steeper line, therefore, Janine's playlist is downloading faster. The slope of a line really helps you understand the question. So make sure if you have a graph, look at it. And then if you look at this one, how many songs per minute are being downloaded onto Cairo's phone? This one's the most important question in the front. Please pay attention. Step number 1. If you're looking for slope and you're given 2 points, label the points. We have x1, y1, x2, y2. Those are the points. Plug it into the slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and you're left with 85 minus 225 over 6 minus 1, which will give us quick maths. I can't do quick maths. Something divided by 5. 1. Wow, I really can't do math right now. 140 divided by 5, which will give you negative 140, or negative 28. There you go. That's our slope. Make sure if you want to find the slope of a line or the rate of change, and you know they're asking for rate of change because they're using the word per. Then you label our points, plug it into our slope formula, subtract the numbers, and then divide, and you get negative 28. We know it's a negative number because our slope is going down. Now, to check for your understanding, please go through this on your own. For number 1, I will give you a hint. I suggest you use this point and that point. It'll be very simple. For number 2, make sure you label. For number 3, pretend this is an x, this is a y, this is an x, and this is a y value. That should help. And that should be it. All right. Sounds good. I'll see you all later.